Hello everyone. My laser's cut the the stencil out. Here it is. You see, I've just done it out of plastic. It's a clear plastic, but what I've done is I've used just an ordinary whiteboard marker, and what I do is I just cover the surface. You know, it just needs to put a bit of you can still see through it, and you can see where I've touched it. It just needs to put a bit of darkness to the plastic, so that the laser will cut it, because it's an LED laser, and LED lasers don't, the wavelength's wrong for the clear plastic, but if you just put a bit of blackness to it, it will, because there's enough heat in the top where the black is for it to burn all the way through. And then all you do is you just wipe that off. Just a bit of tissue like that. And it just wipes off, just like a normal whiteboard. No, normal whiteboard. Just wipe it off, and there we go. It's clear plastic. The thing is with lasers, though, I don't know if I can show you that, but when it burns plastic, you get like a raised edge. I mean, can you see where it's burnt through? It's a bit hard to see, really. And so what I do with that, let me just move that. My bench is getting a bit messy. It's time I tidied up. Anyways, so just move that out of the way. Put that there. I use a bit of wet and dry. That's a bit. Oh man, yeah, that might be. It might be better for it, actually, having a bit of gunk in there. We don't want it too fierce. Just use a bit of this horrible stuff, isopropyl, alcohol stuff. Just use it a bit of wet and dry, and then all I do is just run it over the top, and that takes all the it flattens it all down. I mean, you get a load of sanding marks, but I'm not bothered about that. All it's doing is acting as a mask. So stuck to it. Turn it over. Do the other side. Bit more of that stuff. It evaporates. That's where. Spread some around, and let's turn it over. Do the other side. Turn it around. There we go. Like I say, it doesn't have to be very transparent. I want a bit of see through it, so you can actually. Let's clean that up a bit. Anyway. Just get rid of that. Get rid of this stuff. Actually, I'll just put a bit more on. Just what do I do with tissue? There it is. There we go. Well, all that. Get rid of this. Wipe my bench. Then wipe this. It's not as clear as it used to be. Maybe I should just run the wet and dry over it before I laser cut it. Might be enough for it to actually cut it. Just being opaque, you know, sort of thing. There, so that's what it sort of looks like now. It's taken, can we see that? It's taken all the edges off around the edges and made it nice flatter, so you know it's when we do the paste, it's going to spread over nicely. But anyway, so you can see what it's come out like. And the reason for this shape is, let's get down there, is I'll just move this back over. Right. Yes, I have this. I mean, this board, it'll take 100 by 100 PCB, and by coincidence, 100 by 100 is the size you get for prototyping. What a strange coincidence. I wonder, do I keep everything within 100 by 100? Could do. So take my tape off. This is the old one I was using, so it's a similar thing. Look, still has the four corners taken out, but that one was a bit bigger. Let me just get rid of that. There's my tape. Now, the way I've designed this is I've got two clamps, one either side. If I slacken them off, like so, this little piece underneath can move around, and the idea is, oh, you can see there that it's got like quite a large hole underneath there, so that this can move in directions. So if I get one of my PCBs, there's one of my PCBs. This is just you know, that glue tack sort of thing, that little sticky stuff. So we set the board in the top left hand corner. That sets its origin, and then we put a bit of glue tack in this corner, and that holds it there. This was because the other board was a bit bigger, so I stuck another bit just here as well. But basically, if you're doing more than one, you know, this glue tack is below this, and what you can do is you can lift that one out, and then you can put another one in, and and the glue tack, you know, the glue tack stays there and holds it in place again, and then you're getting everyone in a perfect, well, in exactly the same place again. Now to this, now the reason for this, the stop as well is 1.6 high, so that keeps it flush with the top as well. And then so this piece fits inside the clamps of this piece, and what we need to do is we need to attach this piece to that piece with some tape to form some hinges for it to flip up. So what I'll do is, first of all, have I got that in centre? Somewhere close. So that piece of tape can go on there. Actually, I'm going to get some new tape. One moment. Where did I put it? Here we go. Some new tape. I use this. It's like a masking tape, but it's sort of made out of plastic. Plastic and some sort of mesh. I don't know if you can see. I find it pretty good. and you can split it quite easily. So there we go. Got two new fresh pieces. And let's get that lined up on a piece of plastic. It's going to go somewhere like that. Right, so don't have to be exact on here yet, so we're going to put the one hinge there, if I can get it on there without moving things. Put the other hinge here. Actually, it's going to have to be further away from there. There. So basically that's sticking two bits of plastic together that's the same height. So when it hinges on that point there basically, and it doesn't move. There's no horizontal movement when you lift it. And then what we can do is then line things up. Because these are clamps, the whole thing will still move in the directions you want it to move basically. Slacken that one off. I might have wrong screwdriver. I might have not moved it enough. Have I? Anyway, I'm just going to have to eye up. Oh, I need it to go that way a bit more, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to centralise it a bit. Yeah. Yeah, just hold that there for a moment. I mean, and it looks fiddly and it takes a bit of time, but if you're doing more than one, it saves time in the long run, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Right. That wants to go. Slacken these off again now. Maybe I did it the wrong way last time, but anyway. So it might be best to line that up first. You think I hadn't done this before, wouldn't you? Right, and then line that up onto it. Looks like it can move. Right, and then hold them two together. Put my hinge on. And put my other hinge on. There we go. And we're still lined up, so I'm going to tighten up that clamp. And I think my finger just moved. No, it looks good, so I'll tighten this clamp up. Yep, there we go. Nice and tight. So once it's done, like so. Yeah, so this will actually flip now, like that, and it's not going to. I've seen people using tape, and they're taping over. If you try and use tape on the actual, I don't know how to explain it. If you actually use tape where it goes over and down and along, when you lift it up, you've got this height which allows it to move. Whereas, because this is all flat and flush, let's see if I can get that so you can see that it's actually pivoting Where are we? There we go. I'm trying to look at the screen and what I'm doing at the same time. There you can see it. There you see it actually pivots flat and ends up flat and ends up. Can we zoom in on that so we can see what we're looking at? There we go. So you can see all the holes line up with all the pads. There we go. And every time I do a stencil, let's zoom in again. Let's get it looking good. Is that good? Sort of. How about there? I think that's better. Yeah. So every time I do a stencil for something, I always make it so the PCB fits in this top left-hand corner, and the stencil has these cutouts in the top right and left and right corners, and the stencil only needs to be as long as the PCB because we're not coming all the way down, so I just make the stencil as long as it is. So yeah, there we go, we're ready to put some paste on. So let's do that, shall we? And cheap again. I got one of these plastic sticks. This is what you get with some of the PVA glue and kids' toys and stuff. It's just a standard thing. It fits inside the little. It fits inside here basically. So that's why. So let's get some paste out. Try and keep it all in shot. Get some of the old off the edge first as well. Like I say, you don't need much of this once you start doing it, because I mean the pads aren't that big. Oh, that's what I meant to do, is another thing there, so when I can do this with it. Anyways, let's start at that end. Oh, am I in shot? No, am I L? Right. There we go. Get some of it on there. All you have to do is just scrape it in there. Just make sure it fills all the holes. And that way you get the right amount of paste in there. You want it nice and flush with the holes. There we go, I think I've got it all. Oh no, down there a bit. Yes, so still just as much as I put on it. So I think I've got all that. Let me just put this stuff back before it dries up. I'd like to know what they make this stuff runny with, because then I'd buy some stuff to make it more runny again. If anybody knows, let us know what they actually use to make this stuff. Yeah, out of shot. Yeah, stick it all in. Like I say, it'll last you forever, but because you hardly use anything. The only thing that goes wrong with it is it dries up. So, got that sealed back in there. And while it's still soft, you might as well clean your tools. There we go. That's nice and clean again. Right, so I'm sure you want to know what it looks like. See if we can get a close-up shot. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Basically, it's just, you just have to make sure that they're all filled flush with the top of the holes. Can I just tilt it a bit? Oh, there you go. Yeah, something like that. And then once you peel the top off, you know, lift it up on the hinge, you can pull the PCB out. Let's do that. So we just lift this up like so. I think I'll just use that just to help me lift it, and I'll just put it down there for now. Best to clean this up with isoap or well, that alcohol stuff, whatever it is, while it's still soft and thing. But I'm not going to make another one yet, so this is just sort of a one-off for now. I need to see if it works. So, what does the all look like on the? You should be able to see it all stood up in nice little heaps. There, is that better? There you go. Can you see it all stuck up? And I'll put my finger in one there. You see all the little lumps of solder. So that's what we're now looking at. You can see that I've just put the 4 little dots in there. That's all going to spread around once it sort of all melts. And there's the little tiny ones. See, let's see if we can get that closer. There you go. You can just see. Yeah. Let's try and get some light on it. Yeah, you can see there's plenty on there. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, you if you were soldering it by hand, you'd put far too much on there. Anyways, so that's what that looks like. Now we need to populate it. So I'll put it there. Let's zoom in. Right, and to populate it, well, I use. This is a great bill of materials thing. I recommend it. It's a web-based bill of materials, and what you can do is you can select a piece. So if we're going to put our C1 and C2 in, you select that, and then you can see where it's going to go. So it's going to go there. Let's see if I can. Right, what I want to do. Well, how am I going to do this? Can we make it smaller? Yeah, let's go like that. Actually, I only need this one, so we only need the front. There we go. So let's have that up there like that. Ah, there we go. You can see the thing below there. Actually, I might try and zoom in on that as well. Let me just try and zoom in. I'm using my old phone. Well, it's not my old phone, it's my phone. Right. I think it's gone out of shot. So let's just move that forward. There we go. Right, so what I've got is I've got all my bits. Let's move that a minute. I've got all my bits in my pill tray. So there we go. So these are my LEDs. We're in my resistors. Got my NPN transistors there, capacitors, diodes. There's the little screw terminals. Oh, there's the linear regulator. There's the 2 relays. There's my socket. And these. Oh, right. These. I'll just bring that out because, and I'll try and zoom in on that because it's actually an 16-pin piece. I've taken the 2 metal bits out. Hang on. Let's get a closer look. Right. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that. Will it zoom? let's click on it. Can you see I've taken the two end pins out because there's only 14 pins on the thing, and to buy another one, to buy some 14 pin header things, it's pointless. If I just remove them two, it's going to sit on there and be okay. Obviously we remove the two away from the notch. So what I'm going to try and actually cut the end of this off, because I reckon I could cut them two sockets off, two holes off where the pins were, and make it look a bit better. So let's just hang on. Let's try and zoom. There, that looks alright. Let's just try and zoom on that. So I'm using some side cutters. I just want to see if I can get in down the side there. I mean, I'm not in shot, am I? Right. Alright, that's got a corner off. Let's try and get the other side. It's got another corner off. Hang on. Can you see it better now? Let's try. See if we can just actually just see if I can get that down that edge there. Can you see that? Yeah. There we go. That went all right, didn't it? That doesn't look too bad. I'll zoom in. I mean, the fact that that's not good. There. Yeah. Don't look too bad, that. Just remove the whole pin. It's only got a little bit across there, but once it's soldered in, it's not going to matter because the pins will be held in place with the solder. Right, so, yeah, right. I'm not going to put that in yet because that's a through hole thing. In fact, I'll just put it back in the pill tray. Get focus back again. There we go. So now we're going to add, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to try get everything. Get rid of that wire. Get most of it all in shot. So that's going to go up there. Right, so move this down here then. There we go. Right, so what we want is our first two C1 and C2, which are my 100s. So, hang on, let's just move this down, because what I'd do is I stick them at the top here first. So my two 100 nanofarads. So which is that one? So 1 and 2. Right, so I've got them. Right, yeah, now to place them in place, which go, one needs to go, have I lost my glasses? No. I need my others, just give me a minute. I need to, I'm going blind, I've got two sets of these. There we go. I can see again now. Right, so I'm going to have one of these here. Oh, I missed. I missed one. Jesus. How did I do that? I must have missed it when I was drawing it. Oh no, well it's there, but I haven't. Hang about. Don't know how I managed that, but anyway, we're having a board like this that obviously means, hang on, get it focused. Oh no, it's because I've got my glasses on. Right, I don't know. I missed these two for some reason, but I've never done this before. But that should just fit back in there where it came out. Came out perfectly. And I should be able to just drop that down on top. Oh, you can't see that. Yeah, just drop it down on top and just add a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit on end of my screwdriver. Not a silly thing to do, wasn't it? Anyway, let's see if that worked. Let's clean my screwdriver. Let's lift that back up and hope it hasn't pulled anything off. Oh yeah, there they are. There's the two little. I can just lift that out. Like so. And there we are. Let's hope I haven't missed any more, because once I start putting components on, I'm not going to be able to do that trick again. Let's go for it. So there we are. There's C1. I mean, it's focused still. No, damn. Right. Oh, have I got? Yes, I am. Because sorry, guys. I've got my extra glasses on, so sometimes I don't see. It doesn't look right focused, does it? Is that better? Don't know. Maybe. Well, you can sort of see, can't you? I hope so. Let's just try one more time. What about the over there? It makes it too dark. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's just. Oh, I really messed this up, haven't I? Right, yeah. Come on, stop doing it. There we go. That's going to have to be it. Yeah. If I, right, I've got the little one in there. Okay. I bet I've lost it. Oh, no, I haven't. Right. Oh, and now I need. Now I need this. Put that up there. So the other one's over there by the linear regulator. There, C2. Let's put that on top of there. Oh, my head's not in the way. Right, so that's a C2. So what we can do is we can tick that as done, and that should light them up. Have I set that to light them up? Hang on, let's just. Oh, what the hell have I done there? Oh, I see. No. What I want is. I just want to move that box down so that this. There we go. All right, yeah, we're on placed. Right, that's all I wanted to check. Now get that back up there. There we go. So we've done the C1, C2. Let's go with the 10Ks. So we've got 3 10Ks down there. So let's get them out. There's my 10Ks. 1, 2, 3. Right. Oh, my head. Oh, it's gone a bit dark there, hasn't it? We're losing some light. It's the sun outside, guys. We're losing some light outside. There we go. Oh, it's when I move. Alright, I bet when I move in front of it, it's going to go dark. So, anyways, where's... Oh, I've lost the... web page. There we go. So what we want is these 3 red ones, which is R1, 2, and R1, 3, and 4. Oh, I'm a bit of a stickler for having them all the way same way around as well. Yeah. So what does it say? 1, 3, and 4. So go 1. 3. And 4. Oops, flick that one upside down. There we go. The right way, orientation. What I do is I just push them in a little bit. It makes them stick. Guess I'm bound to knock it sometime. So we can tick that off. That's the top 3 there, isn't it? Yep, that looks like the picture. So we tick them off. They'll go green. And then we've got 3 150Rs. 150s. Yep. Yep, so there's my 150s. Oops. Which are in here. So 1. 2. And 3. There we go. Right. Yeah. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I'm not a studio. Let's have the ones all going over there. Right, so where do they go? Right, so this is well, let's go hit it. Let's just hit and miss. Hit over there. Then miss, so go to that next one. Then where's the other one go? Oh, the other one goes other way next to C2. There. So we tick them off. Then what we got next? We've got R5 and 6, which are the 100Rs, 2 of them. So I've got 2 of those. There's 1. 2. Oh, get off. There we go, so that's two 100Rs. Let's just get them right way around. Oh, mind you, it's hard to tell with these, it's 101. Oh. God knows where the flat is. I think it goes that way. Right, so where they go? Oh, in between you, after the other resistors. So we go there. Then we go there. Let's have a look. We've done them, tick them off. So then we've got the 4.7. Oh, there's only one of those. That is in there. Put that there. And let's get it the right way up. And it says 4.7, I think. 47.01, that's what it says. And R2 right down at the bottom. Right, so that goes over there. Come on, line up. Oop, I thought I'd put my finger in somewhere. There we go. That'll do that. It doesn't look in focus, that, does it, really? See, I'm just going to try and focus it in a bit better. I wonder if I can focus on that. Does that make it any better? What about that one? What about there? Does that... Looks pretty crap, really, doesn't it? What about focus there? No. I think that's about the best I'm going to get it, I think. What did I just do? Oh yeah, I put the R2 on, didn't I? So that's that one. And then, so we're going for 1.5K, and there's only one of them. Yeah, I wish the sun would make its mind up. Get the colour right and the brightness. 1.5. So there's a 1.5 in here somewhere. There it is. Put it there. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Which way around is that? Yeah, I just like them all to line up. Right, where are we going? Down near the power. Oh, look, I pressed another one there. Look, I can't do the same trick anyway, so I'm going to have to. I should have saved a bit of that. This is because I'm blind as a bat. I got most of them anyway, but I missed that little pad there. Anyway, let's tick that off. We'll sort that when we come to it. R9. That's that one. What's this? Oh, the two diodes. Let's pick the two diodes. Big chunky diodes. Yeah, I've used big chunky diodes. It's what I've got. I mean, the price of buying them, I mean, I bought a load and they're all big ones, so they do a lot of different projects. So yeah, that's why these are massive. Well, actually what I did was I bought these big ones and I got the wrong ones, because these were supposed to be the diodes for the Arduino Nanos. Alright, I just need to take that off there for a minute so I can see which way. Alright, so they're both pointing downwards. Yeah, so you got to watch it with diodes. Can you see this? Let's just zoom in there. Can you see that is inside like a little box thing? Well, this end here is the, what is it? Is it cathode? I don't know. It's the bit where the lines go point anyway, or the arrow bit points to that bit. So you've got to put these the right way around. So like I said, so that goes that way. That goes that way. So, oh yeah, I was saying, yeah, I bought these to replace the protection diodes on the Arduino Nano, and I got the wrong ones. These are massive; they don't fit on. But I have got some smaller ones, but I might as well use these big ones because these are actually we're actually protect these diodes are to stop the spikes coming from the coil. So, although it says you can use small ones, I mean there's only a few milliamps through them coils. Anyway, I have them, so I used them. Basically, that's what it is. That's why they're so big. I mean, I've got a lot of them. Right, so what we got here? Oh, right, so we're on to LEDs now. So we're going red, yellow, green and blue. I like to colour code things, so let's go with the red one, which is for VCC. That lights up when we've got VCC. So there's the red one. Right. And I don't know if you've seen any of my previous videos, but when I was doing LEDs before and I touched them, they used to light up, but I've actually fitted an earth light to this. They don't do that now. It was just static from the thing. Right, so which way around does that go? Oh, right, we need to zoom in again. I'll just... Right, yeah, so that one's pointing upwards, so what we need to do is to... On these ones, you'll find that there is a green end, usually a green mark, and if you look on the underneath of these, I'm not going to turn it over, it's the right way up, but there's like the symbol for the LED, so you've got to get these the right way around as well. So that can go there. That's D3. Yeah, we've done that one. And then there's this one. Right, so I just need to see. That's pointing up as well. So D4, which is yellow. Say pointing up, won't it? Yeah, pointing up. When what is default? Oh, that's the one I need the bit of stuff for, isn't it? So we're back out with this again because I've missed another bit. But what I'll do with this, I'll do it a different way this time. This time I'm going to use my tweezers. So what I'll do is I'll just pick up a bit with me tweezers. Oh, where are we? Can you see that on the end? There's just the tiniest of bits. In fact, there's too much there. All I do is just try and get a little. That's too much again. Yeah, I think there's a bit of a hair on there. Right. What I want this to do is I just want it to drop on there. And is that a hair? Hang on, let's check me Oh, if you ever want to straighten the points out on your tweezers so they both grip. Hang on, let's get that into shot. Oh, is it in shot? Right. Hang on, a little trick. Can we get that focused? Focused. There we go. Right, a little trick. Can you see me tweezers are slightly bent at the ends. Pair of pliers. Right, got them in place. Put them either side like so. Bend them one way, bend them other way like that. Until you get me middle, and then hang on. Didn't do it enough on that side. There we go. And then we get the tweezers back together again. Oh, focus again. Damn. Is that better? No, let's try that screw. Is it right? To me, that doesn't look right. Well, let's stick with screw. Maybe that looks like it. Let's get away the sun. Let's try and block the sun. Do it again. There. Right. So, what was I doing? Oh, yes. Put that blob of solder. I mean, it won't really matter because it's just a little blob, but when it warms up, it's going to pool into a nice little pool of flux and solder. So what colour are we? Yellow. I've done yellow. Have I got it out? Oh, I've got it out, haven't I? There we go. And which way up was it? It's pointing upwards. Yeah. That didn't go down flat, did it? Mind you, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it'll do. Right, so that's that yellow one. So we've got a green one. Oh, green one's up there, and I bet the blue one's further up. Right, so, and they're both, oh shit, they're both pointing inwards. So we've got green and blue. Green, oh, which one's? Green is the bottom one. Green is the bottom one pointing inwards. And blue is the top one pointing inwards. Yeah, don't forget when you've got two there, two different colours, don't forget which one was which. Otherwise, because there's no way to tell without lighting them up. Right. Yeah, both pointing in. So. Oh, I've totally messed that up, that one. I'm doing so well as well. Right. So that's them two. Oh, yeah, there's the light again. Anyway, when I lean back, it'll be right. So what we've got a socket. Oh, right, so we're not putting them sockets in yet. And then another socket. Alright, so there's the linear egg. So let's get that one. So I'll put that there. that. Yeah, so lean forward. Yeah, we get the lighting back. So just keep it in my shadow. Right, so that goes over there, and you see the little 4 pads. Oh, another little trick when you're placing these, don't try and push them in there. Hover over it, and then as you hover, if your hand's shaking, sort of like this, then just time it so that when you're in the right place, just let go, and then it should drop right where you want it. There you go. So that's that. Take that one off. Let's move on. Right, we don't do relays yet. We don't do those yet. Alright, we do these two, which are the NPNs. I think that's all we got left on here. Again, where there? You can see there, NPNs. Anyway, there's that one. And there's the other one. These are the two little transistors that turn the relays on. They're little tiny NPN transistors. Any general transistor will do. They're nothing special, it's just general purpose. There we go, right way up. Have I got all there? Yeah, I have. Right. Oh, just totally. That was really close there, and I just missed it. I'll leave it at that. And there's the other one. So little, oh, very little solder on them things. Right. Yeah, we can tick that off. There, done. So that looks like, yeah, we've done all the surface mount, so I'll just make this bigger. Don't have to worry about the sun now because we're on the PC. Yeah, so everything's done. I'll just move it out. There's, oh no, there's that there. Yeah, I need that as well. That's a surface mount. Silly me. Oh, what have I done here? Yeah, oh, that's the last bit there, yeah. So, let's move that across. Yeah, that's a surface mounted socket. Nearly missed that off. Right, so, let's just, I'll turn this round so we can see all the lines on it. And we can try and line up all the lines. One good thing, if you're ever making your own or drawing your own silk screens, it's a good thing to actually draw them exactly as they are, and that way you can line them up on the silk screens as well. I think that's close enough actually. I just dropped that right on the spot. Just look at the front. The front's the easy. Just need to, yeah. I'm happy with that. Right, and yeah. So, right now I think I've got all the surface mount. Oh, my glasses are coming off. Oh, sorry guys. Yes, so that's that one done. Tick that off. That's that box there, so let's just move on to something different. Right. That's a through hole, so we've got, that's a through hole, these are through hole, that's a through hole, and that's a through hole. Right, yeah, so I reckon that's ready now to put some heat in. Right, so what we can do, move that forward a bit. I wonder if I can tilt my phone a little bit more. Is that better? Oh, it might be. How's that? let's get some lighting. There, that's better. So focus. Oh, right. I'm going to leave it at that. Right. I think. Oh no! Every time I move in front of the sun, should have closed the curtains sooner, really. All right. How's about that? Right. So, yeah, it's bloody warm in here today. I'm sweating. 26 degrees. Right. With all temperature heating plates and everything, they all work off PID, and you can't go straight to the temperature you want, because PID has to start looking and remembering what it did last. So whatever, I don't get it how people say that you should be able to just turn it to the temperature you want. The thing is that this type of heated bed does not cool down quick. If you want it to cool down quick, you need to add a fan, and I don't have a fan on it, so we have to be careful when we try to raise the temperature. So we need to raise the temperature gradually, otherwise we'll overshoot too far. The temperature of this, what does it say? Is that in shot? Get the sun out of the way. There, 183 degrees C. So what I like is around 200 basically. What I'll do is I'll take it to 150 first. Oh, I haven't got my glasses on. Give me a minute. Well, I have got my glasses on. I haven't got my binoculars on. So we'll go up to 150 to start with. And just let it bounce around there for a little bit. This is my red warning light, don't touch, because it hurts. So any touching after this is done with a pair of tweezers. There, you can see that it's overshot. Can you see? Yeah. You see it's overshot. It's overshot quite a bit. It's overshot, like I say. So basically, once it's overshot, just wait for it to start to tick down a bit. That way the PID has started to start work. You know, the PID is looking ahead, turning down, turning up. There, you can see it coming. Well, it was coming down. There, yeah, it's coming down now. Look, see. So now what I can do is I can probably go up to 180. Now 150 is a happy number for boards, because a lot of the little components are quite happy to sit at 150. And once you get to 150, sometimes you have to take it right up and then drop it right down again, and not hold, and just enough for all the solder to melt. But these are quite stable components. They're not really too worried about them. They're quite robust. There, you see, so it's overshot now, but not as much though, you see, because the PID is working. So what I can do now is I can take that up to 190. And the idea is, well, I've gone to 200, never mind, 200 is fine. Because I actually want, the end result, I want actually 210 to make sure that these, there's some quite heavy pins on that connection, and they need a lot of heating to melt the solder. So I'm quite happy that this would roll over 210, but it isn't. It's only going up to 24 now that I've got to see it. But you can see, taking it up gradual, the PID is able to keep up with it now, and control it. So I'm just going to spin this around so I can see. Oh well, actually that's it guys, it's done it. I can see all the solder, it's all done. Well, that's it, turn it off. I don't need it to take it up to 200 and it's done. So let that cool. To let it cool, if you want it to cool down slow, leave it on the table, because that doesn't cool very quick at all. But I want to look at this board, I want it to cool down a bit quicker than what the table does, the hot plate does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it off there. And I like to stick my tweezers through the hole, it's a better grip. And I'll just put on these 2 bits of wood and it'll cool down a lot quicker. Not too fast, just let it cool down on its own time. And then once that's cooled, we can add the through hole parts. Usually what I'll do is I will add the lowest components first. I'll put these 2 sockets in first, then I'll put these 2 screw terminals in, and then I'll put the 2 well, actually there's these as well. I'm just wondering whether to raise them or not. I think I might raise them up a little bit. What I might do is put them in and then put these up flush with them. I'll maybe put it flush with the socket. See how it goes. Has it cooled down enough yet? No, has it held? That is still hot. Can you see? Oh, hang about, what am I doing here? You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Right. Oh, sorry, I've just looked at the looked at my screen. Right, is that zoomed right out there? Hang on, let me just have a look at my phone. Right, that's zoomed out. See the sunshine upsetting everything. Let's see if we can get the sun on there. I wonder if it'll zoom in better with the zoom. Yeah, I've stuck it on these 2 bits of wood basically. The heater is going to take forever to cool down. Like I say, it's very efficient. There we go. And to cool this down, oh, look at, every time I move in front of the sun. There, that's better. Oh, there we go. Right, I can move in front of the sun now. Yeah, every time. Hang on, what was I saying? Oh, help my brain, it don't collapse again. Yes, I'll put them on a bit of wood, let them cool down, and then what we'll do, yeah. So what I was saying before, I think I'll start with the 2 the 2 sockets, and then what I'll do is I'll put there's 2 on-board sensors here. So what I'll do is I'll do them, and I'll do them with it turned upside down, so that what they should do, they should end up flush with the top of this. And then I'll put the 2 screw terminals in, because they're lower than the relays, and I'll put the relays in last. Yes. So as soon as this is I can handle this, I will start doing the through-hole components. And really I could do with putting this out somewhere. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the video so we can let this cool down and I can move it out of the way then. While that red light's on, it's too hot to handle, put anywhere safely. So I'm just going to pause the video. If I can find pause. Oh, there it is. Right, just going to pause. Okay, I'm back. Right, so we've got the two little screw terminals to add, which are through holes. And we've got the two little sensors, onboard sensors, the two sockets, and the two relays. Before I do that, I just want to check the soldering. I mean, it looked good by my eye, but what I like to do is use a little handheld microscope, and I'd just like to go over it and just check all the solder joints and see if there's any blobs or anything there. So what I've done with this was a little cheap thing off eBay. I didn't like the software that came with it, so I've written my own. What I've done is I've written. Hang on, let's see if I can drag it on. Yep, there we go. So what I've done is I've written my own software to sort of for the microscope. Device settings. Let's just brightness. Exposure. Colour looks a bit really naff, doesn't it? Oh yeah, hang on, it should be blue, that. No, that's no good. Oh well. Anyways, I've written this. We're at 50 hertz as well. No, we're at 60 hertz. Yeah. Yes. So you can attach a USB device to this, and so I'll just maximise that then. That's what we've got. We're at the max resolution. But well, actually, I'll just minimise it again. In fact, actually, since we're looking at this thing, I'm just going to move this so I can look at it easier on my lap. So, yeah, so oh, that's better. Colours better now out to sunlight. Yeah, so I can just go around each component and let's make just I'll just make it a little bigger. In fact, yeah, what we can do, what I did with this is I made an inversion. Right, they're a little offset, but they're okay. But we can see with it. Oh yeah, if we just double click anywhere, it makes the whole thing. You can zoom in and out as well. Move around a bit when you zoom in. But what we can do, what I found was, we're used to seeing normal colours and such like, but when we're looking at a circuit board, we've got the shiny bits. And the dark bits, and sometimes it's hard to tell when you're looking at a solder joint what's going on there. You know, it's a bit shiny. So what I did was I added something to the software. I put negative mode, right? So we can have a negative, and you can, it shows a little preview here, but we can open another window, and we can look at it in negative, and it's surprising how well you can spot mistakes when you're in an actual negative mode. What you can do is you can sort of go around, and if you spot something, you can sort of go back to the colour. But you see, if you're looking at the ends of these, you can see that black, sometimes it stands out like a black mark. Everything's alright on here, but obviously sometimes it's easier to pick up with an inverted colour. I thought I'd just I just tried it once, and then I found out that it was quite cool, really. Where's that one that I messed up? Let's have a look down here. Right, it was this one here, wasn't it? Yeah, you can see that one there, that I messed up with the amount of solder on there. It's one big blob. And what you can do also is you can have both at the same time. So let's just move that across. So just double click that, and then just move that across. I need 3 pairs of hands for this. There we go. So you can sort of view both at once, and you can see that them little balls just stand out like black dots. Yeah, that's the one where I didn't use the stencil to add solder, and you can see that it's way too much solder that I've added there. Whereas the other side is just spot on because we've used a stencil. And there, look, can you see that black blob? That there, it points that little. Well, you can that little bead of solder there. On the inverted, it just stands out as a black blob, and it helps sometimes. Let's see if I can remove that. Where was it? There we go. It's gone. Not that we're going to do any harm, mind. Yeah, well, it all looks okay, so it's time to go. Oh, I haven't checked over here. Or have I checked over here? Yeah. Oh, there we go. No, all looks fine. Even them. So, I hope you like that. And just thought I'd show off. I like to show off my stuff. So we can close the inverted one. Oh, and another thing, if you ever want to show somebody something, say we're looking at this area. Yeah, it might be something smaller. You can sort of zoom in. Let's just make it bigger. There we go. Double click, bring that back up, and we can have crosshairs on there as well. Like, so I thought that was quite interesting. Especially if you want to line something up, you know, maybe you want to take a picture, and line it up. See how square we are, or whatever. You can have small, or you can have large, you can even have a grid, or you can just have it around the edges. And then you can also take a photo or start a video and then save the video, whatever. So yeah, I hope you like that. Yeah, so I've done that check. Let's get rid of my little application. Just make it a bit smaller. There we go. And we're back to our through holes. So yeah, I was going to do the no, let me make sure I've got this right. Can I zoom in a little? How's that? Does that look better? Let's try and get some focus on that. I don't know why it seems pretty crap really, is that? Anyways, let's start with a big one. Right, if I keep it all about here. So that wants to go that way around. Oh, that went in easy. Yeah, it didn't look too bad. And this one goes that way around. We got a bent pin? No. Yeah, that looks okay. I'll just put this piece of wood here. Turn that over. Let's pack that up level. Too high. Anything smaller? Oh, hang about. There we go, that's level. Should look alright. Oh, let's just move it forward a bit. There we go. Put my soldering iron. Plug that in, turn it on. Get some solder. A little solder white. Right. So what we're looking at there, can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. So just do two corners. Is that ground then? I think I've got quite a hefty ground plane underneath there. And I'm moving it off, so I'll do two more corners again. Like so. There we go, two corners. And then I can put all that rubbish, well, not rubbish, my PCBs. From PCBWay. Right, okay, so they're not flat, but like I say, I've just done two corners, so what we can do is I can use my finger holding it underneath and just warm that edge up. That'll sit back in there, except it's popped out. Go and stick something in there. What I need to do, there we go. Am I actually, oh my hell. Yeah, what I'm actually doing is I'm pushing actually on the pin inside there, and then I'm just warming this side up. just so it's sat all the way through. And go to the other opposite corner, push that in there, and then just warm that side up. Get my finger out of the way. There. So now I know that they're absolutely flat. We can now do the rest. Am I in shot again? No, am I out? There we go. We have to remember that when you're doing these pins on these sockets, that they're actually sat in plastic, so you want to get them hot enough for the flux to work on the, because the pins are probably made out of steel, so you need a bit of heat in there, and you need enough for the flux to work to get the steel to actually flow nice. But you've just got to remember you don't melt the plastic, because otherwise the pins won't be in the right place. In fact, well, that looks a bit low, does that? Just looking at those two. Don't I? I'll see if I can show you that. The way they fit. We're looking at. Let's get some correct lighting. There. I don't know if you can quite see, but can you see these two pins here? They're slightly higher than these. They should be all the way in and sat behind a recess, and these two have actually poked through. It may be that one as well, but definitely these two. These are a bit low, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my this is cheap Chinese crap, really. So I'm going to use my tweezers and actually push on the actual pins while I put some heat on the other side. Oh, actually I haven't soldered them two pins yet, so I can just push them in, hopefully. Can we get that in focus? Yeah. I'll just check the others as well while we're on. What else haven't I soldered? I've done them three. I have done them three. Just yeah. Oh, that looks better actually. Right, so continue. Am I in the right place again? And I'm not in focus. So let's try rectifying that. Does that look okay? Soldering out. Moving around a bit there. Oh, I think that's a ground, is it? It could be. I need a bit of heat. Oh, I'm using one of these. This is set at 300. But we have a boost, so I can just boost that. Very handy on them ground pins. There we go. Is that another ground? No. Alright, is that? That one is. Well, it might not have been a ground, it might have been a VCC, but I've actually... Oh, I'm going to solder these. No, I'm not. Right, okay. Right, so that's them done. Have a look. There we go. Not bad, but yeah, could be better. Right, so back down. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do next. Yeah, I'm going to add the two sensors, and I want them flush with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that like that and pack this end up like that. So that end's packed up. What I can do is I can shove these two sensors in like that. There's the other one. There it is. Shove that in there like that. There we go. So they fall in quite flat. But what I'm going to do is when I turn it over, I'm going to let them drop to the floor like that. So both of them are sort of flat against the table, and so they should end up flush with the top of the there's the socket as well. So yeah, I've got it in shot. Yeah, let's see. Let's just yeah, that looks okay-ish. Let's try. I think that's a ground, is that? Let's put a bit of heat there. This one's a ground as well. There we go. Yeah, they look alright. That was a bit on piss. Soon sort that out. Yeah, that one. Just push it that way a touch. Push that one that way a touch. But yeah, what's that look like? Yeah, let's try and get some correct lighting. There. So they're all flush with the top of that. I could do with bending back a touch. How's that? There, that looks better. Right, snip them off. There we go. That looks okay, I think. What was I going to do next? Oh yeah, they've got the two terminals. No, I don't need that over there. Right, so these fit there and fit there. Make sure they're the right way around so that the wires can come in from the outside. Don't want to bring them in from this side, do we? Right, so can I put them the right way up? So these, see if I can just pack this side up. Yeah, that looks okay. I'll get rid of that bloody wire. That's away. Right, so see if we can get some light again. There we go. So just using the other shims to pack it up level, so then I can just solder them 4 points. Of course, just do one first and then check and make sure that they're sat in correctly. One pin I mean, so let's just do the one pin. They're quite heavy pins. Nope, it's gone to sleep. No worries. These will need a bit of heat in there because they're quite. It's quite a lump of metal in them screw terminals. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give a bit of boost with the heat. Like that. There we go. I'll just love that boost. Right, so let's just check that they're all set down nice and flat. They look alright to me, do those. So do the other pin. There we go, that's that done. Now it's just the sorry, not the transformers, the relays. So we put these two relays in. Don't think I need this. I do love the feel of these PCBs from PCBWay. They're all the same size and they all fit so accurately together, and it feels like, well, really fantastic. Right, so that one goes in there. Put my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. That one sits there, and then this one sits there. Turn them over. Right, let's just bring some support in at this side. There we go. Not just the one. Maybe that'll be better. What I'll do is I'll just do this main one on both first. Oh, main shot. Shit, never mind. There we go. There we go. Let's just check this sat flat. Maybe I'll just hold my finger on them and just warm them up a touch. It's okay. Same with this one. It's okay. What I'll do is I'll just put one on this side. Try and keep it in shot again. Just check them again. That way we've got two. What I'll do is I'll just give them a boost. It's okay. Yep. Let's do the rest of them. Oh, get rid of that. Get it all out of shot-ish. There we go. Completed. Oh no, I need to stick the things in. There we go. So I finished with soldering. Didn't need that. Yeah, so let's just get these chips out of there. That was my board. So I haven't bent any pins. Right, no. So let's have a look, see what we're looking at. Right. So that looks sort of in focus, doesn't it? Does it? Yeah. So the top one goes in. Top one goes. What's that? It's a bit of hair. Top one goes in there. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, that one, cut short, so yeah. And then there's this one. These are all components I had in a box. I haven't bought out special. Well, actually, I bought them for another thing. They were for, I think they were for the logic gates. I think they were for what was it? It could have been for a thief, actually. Yeah. What was it? One of those current thieves things or whatever. But anyways. So there we go. What I might do is I might give it a wash. Just put it in the kitchen sink and give it a bit of fairy liquid and give it a wash and a scrub. Clean all that flux off and what have you. And then that's it, done. So the next bit is to test it out. So what I'll do is I'll make that another part, because this video has gone on for long enough. I don't know how long it's gone on for, but I think the sun's moved round the window. Yeah, can I get a better focus on that just to show it finished? Let's just try zoom in. Oh yeah, there we go, zooming in. Can I focus now? No, it's not going to focus, is it? Don't know why it hasn't been I mean, well, actually my hand looks okay. But when you look at this, I think my text isn't. The camera doesn't like the text I use, especially this text as well. It's too small for it to sort of, unless we get right close. But anyways, that's what it looks like finished. It could be just my eyes, not. Maybe I need another pair of glasses. Anyway, if you've watched it to the end, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for watching, and the next one will be trying and seeing if it works. If you don't see it, it doesn't work. Yeah, if I do another video, that means it works. It's pointless showing you a failure. But it should work. I don't see why it shouldn't. Anyway, until then, catch you later, guys.